an island that's called Kasaya. We're anchored just off the island of Kasaya. And Maria's about to come over with the dinghy and pick me up, and maybe Paul's gonna come too. We're gonna go over to two little islands in the distance with the dinghy and explore, see what they have to offer, walk around a little bit, stretch our limbs because it's been a while since we've been on shore. What you see just behind Maria is the island of Viveros, and then this is the island Kasaya. And there's Paul with his Hierbabuena. And guess what? I decided to take you with me. So let's see what there is to explore. Ready to rumble? Ready to rumble. You can do it. Good boy.
We're going to an island expedition.
Yeah. You filmed this so that you can see it's the men that are always late and not ready.
Exactly. You got it. Well, my foot is quite alright, but if I do land adventures, I do put on shoes now. Helps a lot with the foot ski. What's really amazing about the Pearl Islands is that there's super pretty rock formations, or like colorful rocks. It's really lots of different colors and different metals in there that make those colors. Fresh water. Sounds like Maria found some mangoes. Paul wants to make some mango wine. You found limes too? Sure looks like it. Nice. They still need a little bit. Bananas or plantains. What these guys are. They look like tiny little chestnuts. Wow, we didn't bring any muddy repellent. So they're just killing you as soon as you stop moving. Oh, they just munch on you like crazy. But Paul has offered to make some mango wine, so we don't want to leave without these goodies. Yay. I'll put the hands below. Felt like more than 8.
This is between 15 and 20.
That's what I thought, yeah.
We found a pool.
This is super nice. Like you have to have the imagination to clean up the brush a bit.
Well, let's see it then.
Well, you have to
Ah, there's another one over there. Nice.
clean it up. Oil lamps around it in the evening. A nice drink in the hand. And
Making a little spa.
some music coming out of the
Some mango wine.
That's too hot.
Close it up. I just need to grab some more earth. Yeah, right. Yippee! There's Aeronaval, which is kind of like the Coast Guard, cruising by. Seems like they might be going to the sailboats. Nobody's here. Or maybe some cruisers. We made it!
Yeah, I did.
As long as they're not coming around again from the other side like, oh, there they are. They thought they were safe. Look at these stupid sailors. Wow!
Oh, that looks great, huh?
Well, I'll see you tomorrow for brewing then.
Okay, 6 o'clock, I'll see you.
6:30 maybe. Maybe time to take the laundry in. Well, we made it back to the boats just in time. Usually around 4 o'clock in the afternoon in this bay the wind picks up a little bit, and then it's nothing dramatic, but between 15 and 25 knots. So right now it's like around, well, 15 to 20. And the south of us is already swallowed by massive rain showers. So took my laundry in, and let's see what this day brings. During the Corona time here in Panama, the government has released ley seca, so it's kind of like a prohibition. So selling alcohol is completely forbidden. They have lifted that a little bit in the city as far as I know, so now you can buy a 6-pack a day, I think, and a bottle of wine or something. But down here in the islands, there's still ley seca, so there's no alcohol selling. And also, if we can get alcohol here through our secret channels, then it's usually pretty expensive. It's like $12 a bottle of wine, so that's yeah, about 3 times as expensive as we would usually spend. So we have been experimenting a little bit. Maria and I have been both making some beer from pineapple. It's like a Mexican beer, and that was actually pretty good. And Paul is making some mango wine, and he's got the setup figured out. He already did a batch, and it was actually not bad. It's like tastes like a very young wine, like in German we would call it Federweißer. So it's like the first filling of the year, and it's still kind of fermenting, so it's kind of like a little bit fizzy, and it's pretty yeasty, but no, it was actually pretty drinkable. I'm just gonna pop over to Paul now, and we'll give you an insight on how he's doing this precious drink for us. Hello.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Wow, look at all this goodness.
There you go.
So what are we gonna do today, Paul?
We're gonna start some mango wine. Because I didn't have no shoes with me, I have a good friend that actually collected these mangoes for me. It's over 15 kilograms. Yeah, now we're gonna cut them up and put them in a container. We cut them up with the skin. The skin has to go in a container too, because otherwise the yeast is not there and then it doesn't ferment very good. I think we're gonna end up with probably, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 kilograms of fruit. And we're adding 8, 9, 10 liters of water.
Okay.
And then we probably have to put in 2 kilograms of sugar. I still have, I kept the yeast from the last wine that I made in a bottle, so we're gonna put that in.
Oh, okay,
and
good.
hopefully this, added with the sugar, will start fermenting again.
Alright, so first thing we have to do is cutting.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you asked me over.
Of course, what do you think? Oh, okay.
But it was...
This is a seal down here, and then there is also a seal here. So now it's just a matter of closing it and putting an airlock on it. I have this fancy thing that I found in a high-class store somewhere, and then this is the lock where the bubbles come out from the fermentation and no air goes in.
Now it's time to wait. Now that we've mixed the mangoes, the water, the sugar and the yeast, we're letting it ferment for about 10 days. After that, the fruit is being taken out and the soon-to-be wine is filled into smaller containers. In those smaller containers, Paul let it ferment for another 11 days and then it was ready to be filled into some bottles.
So today we're having mango wine. It says abuela, which is rum, but that's just because that's where I put the wine in it. So now this one here was in the bottle for 6 more weeks, and now it is super cool. I'll show you.
Right, let's have some.
Looks like, it does look like your horse has diabetes, but it's actually a really good wine. So.
Alrighty, let's try. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Ela. Oh, it's good. Wow. Spettacolare. Echt spectaculair. Yeah.
Luki.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually born in Switzerland. When I was young, like 34 or so, I went to Canada, became a cowboy and had some cows and horses, and eventually I knew everything and industry was not going very good, so I decided to change my life and thought I'm gonna buy a boat and cruise around the world, and that's what I'm doing now. So, and the boat's name is Hierbabuena. Don't laugh. Hierbabuena in Spanish is nothing else than peppermint.
Literally.
Yeah, that's the fact. But of course, nobody wants to hear that, and everybody thinks about marijuana. Hierbabuena is a Chano. It's 34, 35 years old. Chano Sunfish, I believe it is. And yeah, the boat, I bought it 4 years ago. A little bit more than 4 years ago. And then I needed about half a year. I bought it in May, and then in December I left Valencia in Spain with the boat and went to the Canaries, over Morocco to the Canaries, and then to Cabo Verde. Beautiful, I left it there, stayed a long time. And after that to Brazil. After that we went to Suriname in the jungle, which was a beautiful experience. And then we ended up in the Caribbean, between all the charter boats and whatnot, so we didn't stay too long. So yeah, Nika and I, we met in Curacao. She came from Canada, where she was crewing, and went for another crew on a ship that went to Los Roques, against the wind to Los Roques. That must have been interesting. And that's where she made an accident, and she came back with a sprained ligament, she said. Went to the hospital and came back with a big white thing around her foot, and it was smashed up really bad. So she had to go home right the next day, and I didn't get a chance to meet her. I wanted to invite her for supper, but that didn't work. So I went through the canal beginning of February, and Nika came beginning of March from Ecuador. The next day after clearing in, they came on my ship, and I took them back to their ship, which was in Viveros in Las Perlas. Yeah, that's about the story, and how it continues, I don't know. I have no clue. So